Anyways, so you guys kind of know that Wuthering Waves is something that I'm pretty excited about, right? Wuthering Waves is something that is pretty interesting. Yeah, when we go into the basement. So I'm kind of interested to see what this video is all about. So I'll be interested to check it out, you know. Very interesting, very interesting.
We often hear CN thinks this, or CN thinks that, but what about the other superpower in the East? I'm talking about North Korea. Japan, of course. I was interested in what the JP players were saying about Wuthering Waves, so I set out to find out what they liked and what they didn't, and everything else in between. But before we look into what they thought about the latest beta test, first we have to find out what they thought about CBT1. So I combed through as many videos in the YouTube archives and compiled a list of the main things that kept getting brought up.
Holy Toledo's, man. This man literally went to go search what's been happening in the JP side. Damn, man, I give this man props. I love this combo. Why do you have that? Why? Why do you have that?
Both good and bad. So in no particular order, pro. They loved the world lore such as tacit fields, echoes, and the generally dystopian vibe. But in saying that, con. The story itself was difficult to understand and they couldn't follow along with what was being said.
どういうことだと思うこのゲームのこれまでの全てに対して問いたいんだけどどういうことなんだ全部始まりから今まで一つも分かったことない
More on that later. Pro. The parkour was smooth and interesting. They were particularly happy about running up walls.
でも、名調だったら見てろよはいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいこの時点で勝ちやんこの時点で完璧やん壁登り出しちゃったらもう勝ちやん
Con. The parkour was too smooth in fact and they ended up climbing walls they didn't intend to. Pro. They loved not having to worry about stamina when moving around the map.
このゲームのダッシュした瞬間スタミナ減るんですけど、ダッシュし続けるとなんかダッシュモードになってスタミナ減らなくなってむしろ回復していくんですよ。これがいいなと思って、フィールド移動するときはダッシュはし続けられるんですよね。
Con. They hated getting stuck under stuff when climbing buildings.
露骨なネズミ返しならいいのですが。って見ただけだと登りきれそうな壁でも引っかかる時があるので。
Pro. They loved the
Yeah, but why are you climbing on the bridge though? Who the fuck is climbing under a bridge these days, alright? I'm just saying, you know, who the fuck climbs under a bridge?
character designs, particularly the female MC.
でも今のところね一番可愛いのは
This is closed beta 1. This is not closed beta 2, so I don't know if you missed him say that, but yeah, he said this is closed beta 1.
この主人公の可能性がある。
This one guy said he just liked characters with boobs. I get it. Con. The NPCs were completely expressionless.
We're just connect people, I guess. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right.
やつが真顔だった時があって、それちょっとねびっくりしたんで、主要キャラはね結構喜怒哀楽ちゃんとしてるんですけども、ちょっとモブキャラのことも見てやってほしいなと思いました。
But she has boobs though, so I guess that one guy doesn't mind. Pro. They like the size of the open world, the environment in general, and particularly the quality of the graphics.
むしろ暗さを生かして光による美しい表現を生み出しています。
Con. They thought there wasn't enough variety of puzzles.
探索自体はギミックが少なく、一度理解してしまうと単調に感じるものが多いので、途中から作業感が強くなってきます。
Pro. They liked the skill tree system and the customization and complexity it brings. Con. They thought all the weapons look alike. Pro. They said it's easy to pick up if you've played Genshin.
マジで原神やった人からすればこれちょっとねこう言っちゃダメかもしれんけど原神2なんだよな。
It's basically Genshin 2.
そうさ。
So you're saying that this one is just better than Genshin is what you're saying, right? Is that what you're saying? It's just better?
全てに何の違和感もない。
What, you thought we'd escape the Genshin comparisons just because it's JP? Con. Dialogue has too much jargon. Con. Dialogue sounds unnatural. Con. Can't read names because no furigana. Con. When they could read it, the dialogue made no sense at all. Like it was playing telephone by running the text through Google Translate into one language, then another language, then another and another until it lost all semblance of the original meaning. Con. If the dialogue was translated at all. Con. Or if there was even any dialogue in the first place.
Yeah, the translation seems to be off in certain points of that, so Can't go wrong with boobs unless their boobs are bigger than me and they are about to suffocate me.
You can see, it seems JP's biggest concern was the overcomplication of the story and severe localization issues. From what I saw,
Yeah,
I
the
think they had it a
localization,
lot worse
yeah.
over there compared to the stuff I've seen in English release. So pour one out for them having to go through that. But we already knew all that. The devs even stepped up and said they rewrote 90% of the story because that's what most people were having issues with. So what about CBT2? What's the verdict? Overall, they seem pretty happy with the results, but still have a few issues. Everything they originally liked
Well, that just sounds like a skill issue there. You're getting stuck there, so.
in the first test, they are still happy with, such as the combat, ecosystems, etc.
やばいおもろいかもしらん回避っていいよな回避っていい
But regarding the changes, they noticed that the cutscenes were considerably better and more interesting to watch. And while some people really like the dark, dystopian aesthetic in CBT1,
なんかね、暗いゲームだっていう印象があって、そこがまあ逆にいいところでもあったんですが、
I fucking knew it. I knew it exactly that they would actually like the darker version of the game. Me personally, I also like the dark version of the game. Like me personally, I think there's ways of showing color or so in a very muted settings or so. You know, you just have to balance it correctly to do it. I don't know. Me personally, I just don't want it to be so closely saturated to Genshin. I love the post-apocalyptic like color scheme. You know, it's like super dark and gritty, you know. I like it. Me personally, I like it. I don't know. That's just me personally, so I never had a problem with it, but that's what Americans think. They want colorful. They want colorfulness all the damn time because they think the world is rainbow and sunshines. But Japan knows that the world is dark. It's very dark and gloomy.
なんかやっぱキャラクターのビジュアルとグラフィック自体も変わってますよね。
they admit that the world being made a little brighter, it makes exploration more fun and is probably more appealing to the majority of people. They also noticed that the crownless battle was considerably easier and that the skill animations look a little flashier.
なんか多分簡単になってる。なんか前はねもっと難しかったんだけど、なんか初心者向けに改良されてるイメージを受けますね。
One of the issues from CBT1 about getting stuck while climbing was addressed and they really appreciated it.
かっこよ。
And while they still like the female character designs, I saw several times people saying that they were glad that there are older characters such as Yuan Wu.
まあ例えばこちらの青い池オジみたいなものが手に入ったりとか
They called him an Ikeoji, which is basically something along the lines of a hot older guy. Or in other words,
Hot older guy. Damn, they just literally stole the words out of my mouth. Yeah, I think they definitely need to redesign the male character, personally. I think the male character needs to be redesigned, just slightly a little bit, you know. I don't think it needs to go to like in extreme ways, right? But I think it does need to be redesigned to appeal, you know, the people who want to play as the male MC, you know. I don't think he's bad. He doesn't look very bad, but you know, a lot of people say, you know. I like that one dandy barista I see. I don't know who that one
a
is.
dad I'd like to But it's not all sunshine and rainbows though. There are still plenty of localization issues, with some parts still completely in Chinese or just having a placeholder text. And while what has been translated is a lot easier to understand and sounds much more natural compared to before, they still feel there is a little too much in terms of jargon which they worry will turn people off. Reason being is that in comparison to English, if they can't read a kanji, they might have a general idea what the word means, but otherwise can only guess at how to read any particular word.
なんて読むのこの子漢字がわかんないこの人なんて読むんだ
Many times I heard people saying that they wished it was voiced, both to add to the immersion of playing the game, but also because it would help to hear how words are supposed to be read. A minor thing I noticed is some people noting the lack of male characters in the beginning, especially if the player chose female rover.
そうまだ男の人がね一人も出てきてないだから主人公選択で男はいたんだけどなんか今のところなんかこの世界には女の子しかいないんじゃないかっていう
I guess they wanted more DILFs. Okay, I alluded to this before, so
Damn, they want more guys. Apparently they want more guys in the game. You know what? Japan is fucking based. I ain't gonna lie. Japan is based 100%. Japan is fucking based. Damn. Japan wants more men in the game. I cannot said it more than myself. Need more men. Need more men. We need more men. Some guys don't even want to see guys on their games. Yeah, but the problem is if you want to bring in female audience into your community, then you guys can get bitches, you know? I'm just saying, you know? Just saying.
So let's address the elephant in the room. What does JP think about Wuthering Waves in comparison to Genshin? Throughout all of these videos, it was hard to go 2 minutes without Genshin being brought up, either in the context of Wuthering Waves looking too similar, or Wuthering Waves being
Like, if you guys want a sausage fest community, you know, just only have guys and just have females, a lot of females in the fucking game, that's your guys' problem. But, you know, that just sounds like you guys just want to touch each other's dicks in your community. But hey, you know, that's just me anyways.
much better than Genshin.
かつ原神に対して多くのプレイヤーが抱いていたであろう不満点部分を改良してくれてますよみたいな、そんなゲームだと思ってください。
Their words, not mine. This video here is all about how they feel Wuthering Waves might...
Some guys in Japan have gone into stalker/assault or some crazy shit. We're not even talking about that. That's like completely something different. We're talking about like, you know, when there should be more guys in the goddamn game. So that's why I started playing handsome guy gacha. Shut the fuck up about that game. I'm not talking about, you know, the Japanese people being stalkers and whatnot. I'm talking about like men, you know, more male characters in the game. So, you know, if there's like so much fucking goddamn pussy everywhere, you know, it gets kind of annoying after a while, you know, for me personally, you know, I can only handle so much girl stuff after a while. So sometimes I just want to see a hot fucking guy, you know, in front of my goddamn fucking screen, you know, I'm just saying, you know, shit, can a girl fucking get more fucking dick in her face? God, man, fuck.
Might not take off because it's too similar to Genshin. They worry people wouldn't be interested to start something new if they look like they're essentially the same. But they don't mean that as an overt criticism. They state multiple times that they prefer Wuthering Waves, just that they are worried about its widespread appeal. Several times, however, I heard people say that they felt Wuthering Waves was actually closer to Tower of Fantasy than Genshin. So there's also that too.
どっちかっていうと幻冬、なんか UI とかアイコンがすごいなんか幻冬感をめっちゃ感じた、名称は。
Though Tower of Fantasy also has its own Genshin clone accusations, so I guess it isn't saying much. Lastly, as a cherry on top to finish this video, I want to go through which characters have the most support. There is this poll on the official Japanese Discord for Wuthering Waves in their Oshikara channel, so it's not a huge sample, but I thought it was interesting. Going from least popular to most popular, we have Juen, Verena in English, Morutefi, which...
Wait, whoa, from popular to least popular? Is that what they're saying?
Huge sample, but I thought it was interesting. Going from least popular to most popular, we have...
Oh, from least popular to the most popular. Okay.
Juen, Verena.
Really? She's the least popular one? Damn, the lolly. The lolly is the least popular one. I prefer lolly or old grandpas. You like lollies? Oh my god, you're a pedophile. I'm just joking. So, I get tired of too much hot guys or hot women. Makes sense. You want OG-chans, huh? You want OG-chans?
In English, Morutefi, which is...
Really? He's the second? He's the second least popular character? Damn, that's insane.
Morutefi, of course. Yuan Wu.
What? He's the third? He's the third? Damn, I'm kind of shocked that he's the third least popular, to be honest.
Shika, which is Chishia.
Fourth.
Alto.
Fifth.
Sonota. Other.
Sixth.
Who exactly are these others? It's that construction girl with the abs, isn't it? Or maybe it's the other DILF. Byakuren, Baiji, Indin,
Seven,
Yinlin.
8.
JP clearly doesn't know quality. Let me just add my vote here. Okay, continuing. Encore.
9,
Tauki.
10.
Tauchi. Is it Tauchi or Tauki? Okay. Yang
11.
Yang. Kien.
12.
Jian. Hyohakusha.
13.
Jose. Female rover. Tankin.
14.
Danjin. Hyohakusha.
15.
Dansei. Male rover. And the most popular character is Sanka, otherwise known as Sanhwa in English.
16. So really? The male MC is actually the second most popular character? That is interesting. That is very, very, very interesting. I actually did not expect that, actually. Wow. Okay. Yeah, interesting. That's a very interesting list to see, actually. That's very interesting what actually Japan thinks of who is more popular, like for popularity lists anyways. That's actually really cool. I kind of like the older people too, kind of tired of there are too many young adults too. Yeah, I just prefer variety. Me personally, I prefer variety of characters and body shapes. You know, I want a big muscular guy. That's what I want to see. I like to see big muscular guy, you know, and then I would love to see a fat guy, you know, that can bounce around with his stomach or something like that. I think it would be pretty cool and funny. Like, I just want to see different body types at the end of the day, you know? I want to see some funny ones, you know? I want to see some hot ones. I want to see some cool ones. I want to see, you know, a petite model, you know? I just want to see different types of models at this point, you know? I want to see like, cause you know, like in what is it, in Tekken? Like in Tekken, specifically in Tekken, right? There's that one character who's like super fat or so in the game, right? I forgot what his name is. What's his name from Tekken or so? That fat dude. Is his name Bob? Imagine if we would have had a character like this, you know, and then he can actually either do like a fucking rolling, like he'll roll around towards enemies or something like that, or he can bounce up and down with his stomach or something, you know? Like, come on, man, we can definitely see something fun with like some fat characters, you know? It would be really funny to see it, you know? I think, me personally, you know, I don't know. I would like to see just something different, you know? Me personally. That's just me. That is just me anyways. His muscles with muscles.
This poll doesn't necessarily show the characters that JP don't like, just the characters that they like the most out of all of them. No ranked choice voting here either, unfortunately. It's
oh, okay. So, well, but at the end of the day, it's basically from like least to the most popular to the least popular. So it's kind of like, it does actually say like, oh, I don't like this character that much. It's basically is what it means, you know. These characters are a lot more popular because they like them, and these in the bottom tiers are like, I don't like them as much. So.
It's also not the most up-to-date, as it was posted before Janshin and Kaltros were announced, so they are most likely the others I was joking about earlier. Just so you know, Janshin's name in Japanese is Kanshin, and Kaltaro is Kakarot. Seriously, Kuro Games, would you just make his name Kakarot? Ain't nobody want to call him Carpaccio or whatever it is. So yeah, that's what JP thinks of Wuthering Waves.
Yeah, it would have been better if it was Kakarot, to be honest, in my personal opinion, because then it also would have put a nod or so for the passing away of the creator of Dragon Ball 2 as well. So. Me personally, it would have been better if they kept the name Kakarot. So, I need Baki characters with the demon back. Yeah.
Waves. What do you think? Was there anything surprising to you? Let me know down in the comments below. So until next time, I will see you in the next video. Peace.
Yeah. Akira Toriyama. Yeah. Very sad that he passed away. So, also a lot of people started dissing or so. His like, you know, I'm a subscriber, so. You know what, guys? I think you guys should probably give him you should check him out or so, right? You guys can check him. But yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, I'm excited. You know, I like it that JP, you know, we get to hear what JP has to think about, you know, of Wuthering Waves, you know, personally. You know, give it a like, you know, give him a like and everything like that. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm excited for the game. You know, of course I'm gonna be playing it. 100%, you know, and then I'm gonna give like, I don't know, my early impressions of the game or so. Unfortunately, I still haven't, you know, I wish I can get into the beta, you know, but hey, you know, that's just me. Anyways, that's the end of the video. That's it. That's all we gotta say for now. End of the video.